Cheers guys, Epix here. Welcome to the first quick look in a hell of a long time. I think it's been about 8 months. Either way too long. Now that the VR show is back online once a week, I figured, you know what, good time to get some gaming content back up. Because I've been just having so much fun with VR, and some of these new titles that are out really just kind of push the bar in my opinion. One of those, Torn. Now don't get me wrong, it's not the end all be all. But if you want a decent adventure game with some puzzle elements and a bit of a dark narrative, this might be your game. So we're going to check it out. I want to go a little bit further than some of the other videos I see online. And no disrespect to them, but generally they get to the first kind of puzzles and then stop. I want to push it a bit further so you can see the twists and turns that the game takes as it kind of descends into darkness / madness. You'll see what I mean. So check this out, guys. It's Torn from Aspyr Studios. So this game was developed using the Unreal Engine, and I think you guys know what that means. It's going to have some decent eye candy. Unfortunately, it comes at a bit of a cost, even if you've got a decent system. And you know, I've got a 1080 Founders Edition, so it's a little long in the tooth now, but still capable of pushing the polys. You just got to make some compromises from time to time, and one of those is with post-processing. So if you're playing this game and you find it a little too blurry, you probably got post-processing set too low. The problem is if you crank up the anti-aliasing as well, it really takes a performance hit. You start seeing the reprojection and a lot of jitteriness. For me, anti-aliasing is something not as important as the post-processing. I've got it set to off because I'm recording. Otherwise, it'd probably be medium. But post-processing I've got set to epic, and panel resolution 100%. Sound I've got at about half, again for recording. We're going to start a new game. 3 types of locomotion. You got your teleport blink, your raw data style dash, which is from one point to the next, power slide, power dash, etc. And then of course smooth locomotion. What I haven't figured out is smooth turning. It seems like you're always stuck with some type of increment, 90, 45, or 30, with no way to disable that. So maybe in the I&I there's a way. I'll research that after. For now, let's go with a 30. Now, you play the part, you're a female character. She is you, you are she, we is she. You're going to hear her in a second. Not my favorite narration in a game. She kind of grates on my nerves. A bit of a valley girl / just the tone of her voice doesn't suit the circumstance that she's ever in. She's so matter of fact. To me, it just doesn't sell it. The other voices, not bad. That one, not so great. So if she happens to be listening, no offense, but a little bit more emotiveness, you know, it would have been a little bit better. What I want to talk about though, guys, and to me this is just, it's a huge thing. It's illusion. Illusion in virtual reality. How powerful illusion is. What I mean by that, take 2 games. This one and Final Fantasy 13. Both have an extremely linear start, i.e. completely linear. Final Fantasy 13 so absurd in its linearity at the start, it doesn't need an auto map, yet it includes one. And what does it show? A line, literally a line as you follow it. This one, just as linear, but the illusion of depth, of being able to bound out into that forest, changes significantly the perception of the game. But watch, as I go towards the border, boom, I hit the mine wall, right? Cannot pass go. But the illusion is there, and that is huge. So the smooth locomotion, it's a little slow, guys. You can push the trigger forward. Helps a bit, but not much. Now, Fallout 4 has that 50s version of the future. This one, late Victorian, early Edwardian, meets cyberpunk, meets sci-fi, which I absolutely love. The set pieces in this game are fantastic. So like I said, there's some linearity, but because of the way they've hidden it with the Unreal Engine, which is a beast, right? You don't feel like you're trapped in this linear corridor. Again, here's the seam, the border, cannot pass, right? Like, look at that. You've got that old manor with those cables and conduits popping out of it everywhere. Absolutely amazing.
Hello? Anybody there?
Horror always gets better when you've got creepy cherubs, right? There's a creepy cherub. So this should be good. So they break the illusion here a little bit. You've got the lock gate on the right-hand side, the tree conveniently covering the path on the left. But I still like the presentation with the forest, you know, the various shades.
Spooky.
I just wish this locomotion was a bit faster. It's irritatingly slow. Now you're going to see her voice in a sec here. When we push the button on that platform over yonder there to go down. And you're going to hear the full Valley Girl. Oh my God. She's so shocked.
Wow, that's weird.
Jesus.
Help! Great. Now.
Oh my God, Becky, will you look at that butt?
Hello? Hello? Hello, hello, hello?
Okay, fair warning, guys.
Well,
We're gonna
here
fall.
now, Patterson. Start walking.
She's gonna scream.
This is probably just decoration. Am I gonna? Oh my God!
I love this part, guys. I'm gonna say it. Please don't do shots every time I say potential. Not good for your health. But this has so much potential for movie VRs. Look at that Commodore 64 knockoff there. I love that tribute. But look, you can look around. These opening credits were the size of that Tinkerbell thing, which we're going to be interacting with later in the game. More on that in a sec. But imagine this, you know, the start of the opening credits of a James Bond flick. And you able to interact with the scenery, hide behind stuff. I just love this. And I hope we see this in VR movies in the future. It's going to get to that point. You know, a title like Fantastic Voyage, being able to participate, enter the human body, right? The size of molecules. Just so much potential. Just a really cool, innovative way to do opening credits. Props to them for this. Now we're going to get used to this water spot because we're going to revisit this. So this is Torn, guys. This is the intro. We're going to be back, and she's going to be as matter of fact as usual. You know, she's just fallen, but hey. All she thinks about is popping on that recorder and moving forward. So props to her for that, even if it doesn't sound realistic.
Okay, microphone is live and recording. Let's timestamp this thing. It is March 17th, 1:15 in the PM. And I am at the cellar of somebody's mansion out in the woods. I'm not supposed to.
Okay, that's
be
a cool
here,
effect.
but it's too cool.
One of the things I gotta do more in VR games, guys, and I'm guilty of this all the time. When I was in Vancouver, beautiful North Shore mountains, temperate rainforest. Did I look at them often? I mean, I looked at them, but not often enough. And it's always when you're gone that you tend to miss things, right? To stop and smell the roses, so to speak. You gotta do that in VR once in a while, too. I mean, look at the detail that went into these cobwebs. This is just part of the intro of the game that most people just walk by. And yet, I can manipulate the cobwebs, right? They look super realistic, little filaments. Definitely got to do more of that in VR. And what I love here, guys, This is an Unreal Engine game. We know what that means physics-wise. You get Hulk smash physics.
My God.
Everything that's not part of the background, you can manipulate, guys. It's pretty fantastic. We're going to get a gun in a bit. It's like the Half-Life 2, if you played Half-Life 2, the anti-gravity physics gun. Very similar to that.
Bill in here.
But man, does it play out well in this game.
There we go.
Now, guys, we are going to free an entity. There's going to be a lame joke coming up in the elevator. She refers to him as a leprechaun, but he is neither green nor does he speak with a stereotypical, really bad Irish accent. Leprechaun, nay. Tinkerbell, yay. But whatever. We'll go with it. But look at the details. Here's the elevator, right? Now, another slight negative, guys, when I look left to right, there's a bit of warping with the visuals. But I've seen that in other Unreal Engine games. I think it's innate part of the engine. We're going to go up one more floor, guys. We're going to go rescue this entity. Now, when I say the game takes a dark twist, this entity that we're about to release, this Tinkerbell little point of light, it tries to sound benevolent, right? Your friend, your buddy, you're going to harvest lights, little lights, and solve circuit-type puzzles that it refers to as memories. You're feeding it memories. I personally think, and this isn't a spoiler, guys, it's just a guess, we're feeding it souls.
Who's there?
Because
Hello?
it fiends on those points of light like an addict.
Stuck a knife in her back.
It ain't healthy, and it ain't benevolent. That's my take. So here we go.
All right.
But we will open the piano.
Open the piano. Really, really shouldn't.
And there it is.
Whoa, what the?
Finally, I'm free!
Whoa.
Ouch, that hurt.
Now, definitely a nice effect, guys. Lighting is another thing the Unreal Engine does really well. Particle effects.
Do you mind getting the door?
And I joke about the Hulk smash physics, but they're fun. They're fun as hell.
What kind of insane asylum have I stumbled into? Sure, that's it. I'm crazy. Gotta be. I'm in the loony bin where I belong.
And again, if you're listening, you know, you're doing a great attempt. I get that. And I'm not trying to knock you. It's just, it doesn't match the emotions. She would be shocked. I mean, you're walking into a freaking manor that has conduit cables the size of, you know, tree trunks busting out of its every seam. That's not normal. That would be something that, you know, would definitely shock you or, you know, put you in a state of wonderment, right? But again, she's kind of matter-of-fact about it. But whatever, we will move on. So let's follow the little sprite.
Look in here.
There's that Commodore tribute again. Love that. Like, look at that. The Commodore 64, guys, the bread bin, my personal favorite PC of all time. Right up there with my Commodore Amiga. Love this thing. So many memories. And here, guys, is the Half-Life 2 style physics anti-gravity gun or flashlight.
It's easy to use. It's not rocket science. Good. Now put it down. Gently. You can push and pull objects around using the control disc.
Control disc, you say?
So you can
this thing.
You can lift things, guys. You can push them, you know, all the way up. Check this out. Way up to the next
I don't know
floor.
if I can handle more of you.
It does a fantastic job of that. Very much like
Point
Half-Life.
the handle at the object. If it wiggles,
So he's talking about trapped
in there.
trapped
You can
lights.
set it free by lifting it
Like
up.
that one.
So far, so good. Now,
Those trapped lights
the handle
feed
here.
him. Again, he says memories. I'm guessing souls.
We need to turn on the power.
So we're
Put the
gonna
handle in this keyhole.
Hey!
Yeah. Now.
So this is going to transport us. Or not quite yet, but it will
What's
shortly.
happening?
This is good. Very good. Just follow.
Oh yeah, this thing.
You have got to be kidding.
How about that? Isn't she a beauty? This is the room barometer. Each light represents a circuit, see? When all the circuits are fixed, all the lights will be on.
Jeez. For a floating piece of dust? You sure do know a lot.
You don't know the half of it. Now, come on. I've got a secret I want to share with you.
Secret? Whose secret?
Well, you'll see. Come on. Look at the floor.
So you're going to see these circuits. The flashlight illuminates the circuits in the floor, in the walls. You take objects which have that same circuit pattern that you see attached to the bottom of them, fix them, and then rotate them in place.
Junk around here. Will any old thing do?
No. You need the right thing. You're looking for a hidden circuit.
Like that.
That's the clue. Look here.
And we're going to do that multiple times.
Hallelujah, it's awake. Now we can load some data.
Sure do.
Just put this into the socket. That's right. Now, this next request is going to sound a little odd.
There we go.
Oh, really? As opposed to everything else you've asked me to do?
You're going to need to power up a
So
headdress.
we're going to open a panel here. You can see the circuit
What do you
leads
think
to
I've
this
been doing all
alcove
this
here
time?
that's closed, cupboard. So completing these circuits will open up areas, provide you with, items like the headdress that we're going to free up there and wear in a second. It also opens up new areas of the game. So let's complete the circuit puzzle here.
Nicely done.
There we go.
Oh, you're
So,
figuring it
cue
out.
leprechaun joke. I think it's coming up.
Now I can show you something really special.
Don't suppose you've got a pot of gold lying over here for me, you little leprechaun.
Again, they say leprechaun, I say Tinkerbell. Knock yourselves out, right?
Wait till you see what this headdress can do.
Okay. There's the headdress. Open now.
You don't want to miss this. Here it is.
On our heads.
It's nice.
Yes, that's a good girl.
Don't be a creep. Why am I doing this again?
You'll see in a moment. You're all set. Now, all you have to
So we're going to go back to that water spot here. So this seems to be where this entity resides, right? Now check this out, guys. This is freaking awesome.
You've had a shock.
If you've seen the Abyss, that liquid
Stay
mercury
back.
effect
As you wish.
from the early 90s, check that out. That looks so awesome.
Nowhere, I'm afraid.
Now,
Who's there?
don't do this with
Who's
actual
talking?
liquid mercury. You will
My
learn to
name
regret
is
it.
Talbot.
But within VR, everything is fair game, and that looks just absolutely
but
stunning.
I can't see
What a
you.
cool effect.
Is this a camera? Can you see me?
Yes, I can see you. I'm right here.
But all I see is a light.
That light is me. I am
Sounds
the
a little
light.
egotistical. I am the light, but
I must have hit
check
my
this
head.
out. We're going to feed it in a second here.
This is a bit out of the ordinary, isn't it?
Tell me what is going on.
Of course, I'll do as you ask. If you'll grant me one favor, do you see that gravity tool in your hand?
This thing?
There's a button on the side of the tool. Would you
So
press
that one
it
right
for
there,
me?
lower trigger, check this out. Those lights we captured, released. Tell me that ain't a junkie reaction.
Ah, yes. That's better.
So
As
again,
I
I'm not
said,
buying
my
the
name is
goodwill
Lawrence
thing.
Talbot, and I built that tool you're holding.
The hell you did?
It's true. And it's my house you've been snooping in, my dear. I'd tell you more if I could. I don't remember much of anything, frankly. But those lights, they have an effect on me. They seem to help me remember things. I'd very much
So yeah,
like
my
to know
theory is
what's
they're souls,
happened.
guys,
I don't
not
suppose you
memories,
could bring
but
some more
we'll
to
see.
me.
This isn't happening. I'm hallucinating. You're a figment of my imagination.
I'm not. I'll prove it to you.
How?
Do you know how to get out of here?
No.
Well, I do. So clearly
Look at
I'm
that.
not you.
Like the scale of this, guys. Remember
Well,
I said to stop and
aren't you
take a
going to
look
ask?
at things in VR?
Ask what?
Look at this,
How
like
to
Jack
get
and the
out of here.
Beanstalk.
Oh.
But conduits
Yeah.
and cables
Yes, I'm
stretching
asking.
into the clouds.
You see that machine there?
Absolutely magnificent. The
You'll
scale
find a
of
control
this.
panel there on the base. Insert the gravity tool into the panel, and it will function as a sort of lever. Pull it down, and
So
you'll be
here we
returned
go.
to the mansion.
Thank God. But I don't understand. If you know where the exit door is, why are you still here?
Because I'm not going anywhere in my current condition, I'm afraid. But you can see that I have some information that might be useful for you. And I'll know more, a lot more.
It's definitely one of the
You can
strengths of the
bring
Unreal Engine. I
those
mean, look at
lights.
the copper
Why
tones,
don't you
the
go and come back,
metallics.
and then we'll chat a little more.
Just looks fantastic. So we're going back to the manor, but I want to show you guys a few more puzzles that a lot of the videos don't show.
God,
Things are going to get pretty damn cool.
what just happened? Was that really a person? No. Maybe it was some kind of AI. It can't be a person, right? Holy shit.
We're going to go to the basement. And my hope, guys, with these quick looks is you see enough of the game to decide if you want to see more, purchase it, or not for you, steer clear. That's the goal. It's not a review. It's not a walkthrough. It's a quick look, right? Just as the name implies.
Yes, this is where I would do my calculations. Or the machine, please. The machine is quite slow, but very reliable. And where we were going, that was more important than speed. Come take a look at this over here. When you see a square like this, it's a secret pressure plate. You will need to put an object on it to trigger it. Once all pressure plates are loaded, the circuit will be activated. Take a look at this. This is a big pressure plate. You will need a really heavy
A tool
object
chest
to
will
trigger
do.
it. Or
All right, now we're going to get these guys. Now you can make such a freaking mess in this place. Everything, guys, that isn't bolted down, you can pretty much manipulate. I'll show you in a second. Let's just finish this circuit. I mean, look at this. Everything.
That's the stuff.
Which is awesome. Alright, so we've got the start of a circuit here. Oh, check that out. So now we're going to manipulate these wine bottles and put them in and keep that circuit going.
Oh, you're figuring it out. Good job. It's a shambles down here, isn't it? Sellers never get much attention.
There we go. You can hear the Russian there. That's cool.
Have you ever seen one of those beauties? It's a welding tank, of course. We went through a lot of those as we retrofitted the house.
You can have so much fun with this gun.
I finally feel like a competent welder. We had to install these several years ago. I think the weight of all the machines in
All
this
right,
house was too much.
more circuits. So let's do this.
This helmet was my father's. He was a Navy diver. Well done.
There we go. And let's see, do we almost have it? Oh yeah, here we go, up here. So we need another corner one. Awesome. Now it's going to extend here, and you can reuse once you've completed one.
Don't forget to look for specs. Almost there.
Okay. And we can reuse the circuits. Let's get one of these angle ones
Holy
here.
guacamole, look at that thing.
Ooh, almost there, guys. One more. Okay. Awesome. Look at that. We got way more lights revealed.
Talbot is waiting, my dear. Wait. Go to the room.
So here's the room barometer. We're going to go in again. Now here, guys, I want to show you this. Look at that. Things are going to get a little darker. So pay attention, guys, how this entity reacts this time around.
Why is there a forest down here?
It's one of my reveries. Memories of a past time. I've learned that I have the ability down here to bring my memories to life. So I do. I have to do something, you see, to
Love
keep
the
myself
ethereal look of
company.
these trees. Just looks
It's getting
awesome.
lonely down here, day after day.
I bet.
So
Hey,
listen to
here's
this
some
reaction,
medicine or
guys, okay?
whatever.
Now a little orgasmic, which sounds a little disturbing, but
Whoa.
also very
Oh,
junkie-like, right?
Whoa!
Rena!
Stop! You're scaring me!
Give me more, now! I have a wife. She's here, in this accursed
And I suppose you
place.
could argue it's desperation
where.
to remember, but
anywhere.
I'm not buying it,
I
guys.
help her.
Not
I
convinced.
have to get out of here. I have to find her. This is my fault. It's all my fault. This is terrible. God! Rena!
Stop! Calm down.
I apologize. I'm all right. Let's
Just a
keep
few
going.
more.
Rena, my wife, she's here. But look around. It's madness. There are no physical limits here. She could be anywhere. I could spend 1,000 years searching for her. I need your help. Go. Gather all those lights, those memories as you can. Come back when you're done. I can't help her until
So
I know
just
what's
think,
happening.
guys, what that could lead to, right? And I think it's at that point, to me, where the game takes a bit of a darker
Insane.
turn.
Maybe I should just get the hell out of here. Yeah, but if people knew about this, it would blow their tiny little minds.
I love these Hulk
Maybe I hit the
smash
jackpot.
physics.
You gotta be smart about this. Figure out how to make this work for me.
There's a lantern here. You pick this up.
Patterson, think. Okay, I'll just play along for now. See where this goes. And listen.
Sounds like 1,000 window smashing,
That's
just totally
what I
over
want
the
everything.
top.
Keep recording these audio logs. They'll help me write up the story later.
Well, there you have it, guys. I just wanted to show you kind of the first little bit of this title. Lots of potential, I think, here in terms of where the storyline's going. And I don't think enough to really spoil anything, but you get a gist of kind of how the puzzles are going, the variety of puzzles, and where the game could open up. Remember that third floor? We haven't fully explored it. There's more probably within this basement that we haven't concealed yet. Right there, as I'm talking, another one of those lights. What is that entity going to reveal as it gains more memories, right? Is it going to become more hostile? Just so many questions, not a lot of answers. To me, the sign of a really, really good game. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. Let me know what you think of this title. You know, do you want to see a little bit more of this? Is this something you'd be interested in? Let me know in the comments below. If you like the video, guys, hit that like button. It really helps throw this video around the YouTube algorithm. Guys, have a good one. As always, till the next time, cheers.